Unit 6 Sport.
Football. Archery. Basketball. Tennis. Surfing. Baseball. Bowling. Golf. Volleyball. Cycling. Hockey. Badminton. Swimming.
So, how was the video? Is it fun? In the video, it shows several examples of a sport and shows how to pronounce the word correctly, right? Okay, but before that, let me introduce myself. Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. So my name is Erinisha and you can call me Teacher Erin. Alright, so for today's video, it meant for Year 5 students, which I'm going to teach in topic or Unit 6 Sport. So if you have your textbook or student's book with you, please open it and use it along together. So this is the textbook that we are going to use. English Plus 1 2nd editions Year 5 students book. Alright? So like I said just now, we are going to learn about something new, which is our main focus today, main grammar today is simple past tense, regular and irregular verbs. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. But before that, let me show you our objective, content standard and learning standard of our lesson today. Objective. First, to identify the regular and irregular verbs by reading the given passage. Second, to understand on how to use and apply simple past tense on their daily life. Third, to listen accurately and transfer the correct data from the conversation video. Content standard. Main skill. Understand a variety of linear and non-linear print and digital text by using appropriate reading strategies. Complementary skill. Recognize and reproduce target language sounds. Learning standard. Main skill. Guess the meaning of unfamiliar words from clues provided by title, topic, and other known words. Complementary skill. Recognize and reproduce with little or no support a wide range of target language phonemes. So, based on the video that you have seen just now, there are some of the examples of popular sports that we have in all around the world. Like you saw, there are sport names called football, which people sometimes call it as a soccer. This game involving two teams of 11 players and it can be played by a man and also a woman. So, how this sport works? The players have to kick the ball, then pass it to their teammates, and then goal it. Next, we also saw a sport named badminton, right? The player will use a racket to serve the shuttlecock, and etc. Now, let's get back to our lesson. Alright, first thing first, what do you know about simple past tense? What is simple past tense? The simple past is a verb tense that is used to talk about things that already happened or existed before now. Simple past tense shows that you are talking about something that has already happened. Unlike the present tense, which is used to talk about things that is happening right now. But it's different. The simple past tense emphasizes that the action is finished, that is already happened. Remember, you can also use the simple past to talk about a past state of being, such as the way someone felt about something. Example, my father was proud of my achievement. But now, we are going to learn about regular and irregular verbs. But before that, I wanna ask, what is verb? Verb is kata kerja in Malay. Verb is a word that used to describe an action or a state of being. Something that we do. Examples like kick, run, dance, and etc. So verb it's divided by two, which is regular verb and irregular verbs. Regular verb is a verb that is following the normal pattern of inflection, which the general rule is that regular verbs form the past tense by adding ed at the back of the word. Irregular verb is a verb in which the past tense is not formed by adding the usual ed at the back, at the ending. Basically, you have to memorize the words that is irregular verb. So basically, this is the first group or the first rule of regular verb, which this group we call it as one syllable verbs, which mean the verb or the word only have to add ed at the end of the word. Like example there, the word or the verb jump and the simple past tense of it became jump. Laugh, laugh. Look, look. The second group, add only d to those regular verbs ending with silent e and e at the back. Like example, close, close. Die, died. Invite, invited. Love, love. Bake, bake. Manage, manage. Agree, agreed. The third group, it says double the last consonant to those verbs ending with C plus V plus C. So what is CVC? CVC stands for consonant plus vowel plus consonant. I'm sure all of you know what is consonant and what is vowel. Vowels have letters A, E, I, O, U, and consonants have letters other than A, E, I, O, U. For your information, this is a special case for regular verbs. Like example there, the verb fan have to double the letter of N and then add ed at the end of the words. Like example there, fan became fan. Grab, grab. Rip, rip. Stop, stop. Swap, swap. Clap, clap. In the fourth group, you have to take out the letter of Y and then add IED to those verbs ending with a letter of Y. For examples, marry, married. Dry, dried. Fry, fried. Identify, identified. Carry, carried. Cry, cried. try, tried. In the fifth group, which is the last group of regular verbs, it says, any words that ending in a vowel of Y, take ed and put it at the end of the words. For examples, play, played, enjoy, enjoyed. First group, some verbs do not change, which means the words still the same. The spelling also same. Like example, put, put, cause, cause, hit, hit, hurt, hurt. Second group, some verbs that have similar endings, they just replace the D with a letter of T. For example, send, sent, span, spent, build, built. Third group, irregular verbs that have the same odd endings. For example, bring, brought, buy, bought, fight, fought. In the fourth group, irregular verbs that have the same en ending, also same in the past participle. Like example there, beat, beat, eat, ate, forget, forgot. Fifth group, change a vowel consistently, A for the past simple of verb. Like example, swim, swam, begin, began, ring, rang. The sixth group, which is the last group for irregular verbs, change consistently in the past with EW at the end of the word. For example there, blow, blew, grow, grew, fly, flew. So now, let's read this short passage about sport together, alright? Follow me. But let me remind you, for our activity today, you have to identify the simple past tense, which is regular and irregular verbs that we have learned just now in that passage, alright? But let's read it first and let's start. Yesterday, David invited his friend Ali to go skating. It was very cold, so they needed hats and scarves. It started to snow, but Ali skated on the lake. David pointed and shouted because Ali was not being careful. Ayman lived in the countryside. He loved sport and he climbed and sailed every weekend. When it rained, he called his friend Fred and they played badminton inside. When he at school, he loved to walk, skip, and hop in the school's field. He always laughed a lot when it comes to sport. So now, can you identify the irregular and regular verbs inside the passage? So students, let's identify it together. Let's make irregular verbs in green color and regular verbs in red color. Was is a irregular verbs and the rest is regular verbs. Now for our next activity, we will do a change to the highlighted words there, as you can see in red color there. So we have to make the words change in their basic word again. Like example, a word of disappointed to disappoint. So the list of the words are besides of the text. So now let's match it together. Now, let's check the answer. Let's see if we do it right or not.
Unit 6. Vocabulary and Listening. Exercise 1. 1,
Learn, learned.
2,
Start, started.
3,
Go, went.
4,
Win, won.
5,
Travel, travelled.
6,
Become, became.
7,
Watch, watched.
8,
Do, did.
9,
Compete, competed.
10.
Decide, decided.
So, how was it? Do you got all correct? Now, based on the text of conversation there, you have to fill in the blank by listening and watching a conversations video. So basically, you have to listen carefully, and then we will answer and fill in the blank later. Without any further ado, let's watch the video.
Hi, Alice. What have you been doing? You look tired.
I stayed up late last night to watch the Olympics. We won a gold medal for men's basketball. We also won the silver medal for women's tennis.
That's great. What about gymnastics?
The men's team didn't do so well, but the women's team won the silver medal.
I haven't had much time to watch, but I saw the opening ceremony.
What have you been doing this summer?
I've been playing baseball and taking swimming lessons.
I like to watch baseball. Maybe I can come and watch your team play sometime. When do you usually play?
We have a game this weekend. Why don't you come and watch us play in the park?
Sure, just let me know what time the game starts. See you later.
Bye.
Now, let's answer it together. Do you got all that? So, this is the summarize of it. Let's see the different groups of past simple irregular verbs. Conclusion. So why do we call the verb irregular? Irregular means tidak tetap in Malay. Ini adalah kerana it's because spelling of verb kata kerja is very different to its original form. So that's why we call it as irregular verb. Next, I got a tips for you. The best way to learn the simple past for both of regular and irregular verbs are: first, you have to memorize the word. Second, get familiar. Third, observe how they are being used. Extra tips: you have to remember and learn on all of the group, the irregular verb group, the regular verb group that we have learned just now. You have to remember that, okay? I hope all of you are able to understand on how to use and apply simple past tense that I have teach on your daily life. Make sure to implement it very well to your daily life, alright? So I think that's all for our lesson today. And I hope to learn a lot from my video. So I shall see you guys on my next video next week. Don't forget to study and do your revision, okay? Alright, bye! Take care, stay safe, and I love you. Mwah.